Good morning, everyone. My name is Wendell May B. Valencia from BSBA3A. So for today's discussion, we were going to discuss the marginal cost pricing. So in your own understanding, what is marginal cost pricing? A pricing a product to cover only its variable costs, not fixed costs. So in the pros, lower prices to boost demand help new business enter a market and improve cost control tracking. So in the cons, risky for capital-intensive or highly automotive industries where fixed costs are high. So like for example, budget airline Etisalat. Imagine mo na may isang budget airline na lilipad mula New York papuntang Miami. So ang fixed cost gaya ng sahod ng piloto, lease ng eroplano at airport gate fees ay bayad na. Tapos, lilipad na ang eroplano sa loob ng 2 oras. Pero may natitira pang 5 empty set. So, ang actual na dagdag gastos para maisakay ang isang extra na pasahero ay napakaliit lang. Basically, para lang sa isang bag ng pretzel, konting dagdag sa timbang ng fuel at administrative cost sa pag-issue ng ticket. Sabihin nating $15 lahat. So the strategy is, ibinenta ng airline ang mga last-minute set na yon sa halagang $45. Kahit na ang $45 ay hindi sapat para i-cover ang buong share ng sahod ng piloto. Nabayaran naman ito ang $15 na variable cost at nagpasok pa ito ng extra $13 na pure profit na hindi sana nila kikitain kung lumipad ng bakante ang upuan. So next is, we will move on to the markdown strategies. So a permanent price reduction for items that fail to sell at original price. So the purpose of it is, act as a clearance prices to clear slow-moving absolute or near expiry stock. So the benefit of it is, frees up shelf space, generate immediate cash flow, and increase store traffic. So, the example of markdown strategy is end-of-season fashion or holiday goods. So, isipin natin ang isang clothing retailer gaya ng Zara o H&M tuwing late August, mayroon silang malaking inventory ng summer swimwear na nakasabit pa sa mga racks. Pero, kailangan na nila ng space para sa dumarating na fall jacket at sweaters. So the strategy they do is, permanenting nila markdown o pinuputol ng retailer ang presyo ng isang swim trunk mula sa original price na $40 pababa ng $15. So the outcome is, maaaring malugi sila sa individual cost ng paggawa sa trunk na iyon. Pero, successful naman nilang na-clear out ang mga ranks gaya ng nakabakanting shelf space para sa mga high margin fall items. At nakakuha sila ng immediate cash flow imbis na hayaan lang maupo ang dead stock sa backroom. Okay, we will move on to the third topic, which is market demand-based pricing. So, when we say market demand-based pricing, setting prices based on consumer demand and perceived value rather than production costs. So, the method includes price scheming, penetration pricing, price discrimination, and bundle pricing. So the example of it is movie theater tickets. So ang mga sinihan ay hindi nagsaset ng presyo ng ticket based sa kung magkano ang gastos nila sa pagpapatakbo ng projector. So nagpapresyo sila based sa kung magkano ang willing bayaran ng crowd sa mga specific na oras. So the method in action. So first is price discrimination. So, naniningil sila ng $8 para sa Tuesday maintain low demand time. Pero, $15 naman para sa Friday night premiere or high demand time. Nag-offer din sila ng student o senior discount dahil ang mga grupong ito ay may price sensitive. So, in the bundle pricing, nag-offer sila ng ticket, large popcorn, and drink combo sa halagang $22. Dahil sa perceived value ng bundle, nagpapasubo ang mga consumer na gumastos ng higit sa original nilang balak budget. So the last topic that we were going to discuss is price elasticity of demand. So when you say price elasticity of demand, measures how sensitive consumer demand is to a change in price. So the key concept is demand is elastic if minor price changes cause large shift in sales. So inelastic if demand remains steady despite price changes. So the example of it is gasoline is inelastic versus a brand of coffee is elastic. So first is the example is the gasoline which is inelastic demand. So kung ang presyo ng gas ay biglang tumalon sa 20%, kailangan pa ring mag-drive ng mga tao papuntang trabaho, ihatid ang mga bata sa paaralan at mag-aasikaso ng errands. Dahil konti lang ang immediate alternative, ang quantity ng gas na binili ay bumaba lang ng sobrang liit ng fraction. Ang demand ay highly inelastic. So the second is elastic demand or a coffee-specific brand. Kung ang paborito mong supermarket brand ng coffee ay nagtaas ng presyo ng 20%, madali lang makakalipat sa 3 o 4 na ibang brands ng katabi lang nito sa shelf o kaya ay ang mga switch sa tea. Dahil ang mga consumer ay highly sensitive. Sa pagbabagong ito ay meron silang madaling alternatives and sales para sa specific brand na iyon. Biglang babagsak ang demand and highly elastic.
Good day everyone, so I'm Diana Grace Di Chofilo. Today I will discuss the market scheming pricing strategy, its advantage, disadvantage, factors, financial objectives, and maximum market share. First, what is market scheming pricing strategy? Market scheming is a pricing strategy where a company introduces a new product at a high price. This allows the company to earn high profits from customers who are willing to pay more for a new and innovative product. As a time passes and more competitors enters the market, the company gradually lower the price to attract more customers. Example. A good example is the Apple iPhone. Wherever Apple release a new iPhone, it is sold at a high price. Many loyal customers buy it immediately. After a few months, the price decrease, making it affordable for more people. Now, let's talk about the advantage of market scheming. First, it helps the company earn high profits during the product's launch. Second, it helps recover the money spent on research, development, and production. Third, it creates a premium image, making customers believe that the product is high quality and exclusive. For example, a luxury brand like Rolex sell their watch at a high prices because people associate with them with prestige and quality. Next are the disadvantage. One disadvantage is that high price attract competitors. Other companies may release similar product at lower prices. Another disadvantage is that many customers wait for the price to decrease before buying. Finally, the market scheming only works if customers are willing to pay a high price. It is not suitable for everyday product like notebooks or bottled water. Now, let's discuss the factors responsible for market scheming pricing. So there are 4 important factors. First is the product quality. Customers pay more if the product is durable and reliable. Second is the brand image. Well-known brands can charge a higher prices. Third is the innovation. New and unique features increase customer interest. And the last one is the technology adoption. People who love the latest technology are willing to buy new product even at the high prices. So next is the market scheming and financial objectives. So the main financial objective is to earn high profits quickly during the early stage of the product life cycles. So this also helped the company recover its investments before competitors enters the market. For example, a company launched a new drone for 60,000. Early buyers purchased it at a full price. Later, the company lowered the price to reach more customers. Lastly, what is maximum market share? So maximum market share means increasing the numbers of customers so that the company controls a larger part of the market. For example, Coca-Cola has a large market share because its products are sold almost everywhere and are purchased by millions of consumers. So overall, the market scheming is an effective pricing strategy for new and innovative products. It helps companies earn high profits, recover development costs, and build a premium image. However, companies should also consider the disadvantage such as attracting competitors and limiting the numbers of early buyers.
So good day everyone. I will discuss the importance of market share. So first is, what is market share? Market share is the percentage of customers or sales that a company has compared to its competitors. Market share is important because if a company has more customers, it can sell more products. When a company sells more, it can produce product at a lower cost, earn more profit, and offer better prices or promotion. However, a company should not control the whole market because there should still be competition. Competition gives customers more choices and fair prices. Example, McDonald's and Jollibee compete for customers. If Jollibee has more customers, its market share becomes higher. Number 2 is maximum market scheming. Market scheming is a pricing strategy where a company starts with a higher price when a new product is released. Why do they do this? Because some customers are excited to buy the newest product and are willing to pay more. After some time, the company lowers the price so more people can afford it. For example, when Apple releases a new iPhone, it is very expensive at first. After several months, the price becomes lower. So this advantage is earn higher profit at the beginning. Number 2 is help recover the money spent on making the product. Number 3 is makes the product look premium. So for this advantage is some customers cannot afford it. And number 2 is competitors may offer cheaper alternatives. Number 3 is market penetration pricing. So market penetration pricing is the opposite of market scheming. Instead of starting with a higher price, the company starts with a low price to attract many customers quickly. So the goal is to make customers try the product and increase market share. So for example, a new milk tea shop sells drinks for only 49 pesos during its opening week, so many people will buy and try them. So for this advantage is attract many customers and increase sales quickly and help the business become known. So for this advantage is profit is lower at the starts. Competitors may also lower their price, and some people may think the product is low quality because it is cheap. So number 4 is market share formula. So market share tell us how much of the market a company owns. So the formula is market share equal company sales divided by total market sales times 100. For example, if our company earns 500,000 and the total market earns 2 million pesos. So 500,000 divided by 2 million pesos times 100 equal 25%. So this means the company owns 25% of the market. So market share shows how successful a company is compared to its competitors. Market scheming starts with a higher price and lowers over time, while market prestation price starts with a lower price. To attract many customers quickly, companies chose the strategy that best fit their product and the business goals.
Good day, sir. Good day, everyone. Multiple unit pricing. A merchant offers two or more identical items for a single, often discounted price. For example, buy one, get one free, getting a second bottle of shampoo for free when purchasing the first at full retail price. Non-price response competition is a market and economic strategy where firms seek to increase market share, customer loyalty, and revenue by adjusting product attributes, marketing, or service quality instead of lowering price. For example, Apple competes not by offering the cheapest smartphone, but by focusing on the ecosystem design and user experience. Wood pricing, a psychological pricing strategy where prices are set just below round numbers. For example, 999 instead of 1,000. A clothing retailer pricing shirt at 599 rather than 6,000 to encourage a perception of affordability. Optimizing markdown decision. The strategic process of determining the right timing and depth of price reduction to maximize gross margin and clear excess inventory by that target. The goal of this is to maximize the recovery of capital from slow-moving or seasonal stock while minimizing the erosion of brand equity.